The daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is.
Your show
You think
now.
it
Press
won't when
1
it
if
is.
you're
We
important.
are here and
Since it
we
appears
are
you're
in
calling
motion.
back
We
into a
do
live
this
show,
thing
we are
on
reconnecting you
time,
now.
no doubt, no coasting. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should, and I hope that equals all to the sum of good. And we going to be all right Thursday night. Let's get real about relationships and throwback Thursday, all right? Yeah, and we cool. We do our thing. Make sure that we treat each other like queens and kings. And I know the things that we talk about is something that's important to us. There's no doubt, and I'm gonna make sure that I do my best and none can test. And we throw around the rest of, or should I say, throw out the rest that we don't need. We want to make sure we treat each other, don't bleed. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday on this 19th of January. And this is the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. You know what I'm at? You know what? As a matter of fact, you know what this is? This is the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. And tonight, on this Throwback Thursday, let's get real about relationships Thursday. We are talking about happy in your relationship. Just not all the way happy all the time. Happy in your relationship. Just not all the way happy all the time. Can you deal with a relationship's ups and downs, ins and outs, high points, low points, peaks and valleys? It's not always easy to be in love with the person that you're in love with. It's not always easy to build and structure your relationship the way you want it to be. And there are going to be times when you're unsure if you're really with the right one. But what can happen is that you might express yourself to your family, your friends about what's going on with you and your love, and because they love you but are not romantically attached to you, they may offer advice to you to move on, get yourself a little better. You ain't got to put up with this thing. You could do a little better. He needs to treat you better. You need to be treated like a queen. And he's treating you like somebody on the streets. You ain't no pauper. You ain't no citizen. Yo, you meet the best ones and you the best that you can be. Why is he treating you like that? I can't see. And they can pressure you to move on. Well, I mean, just go ahead and let that person go. Let that man go. Let him go. You know what I mean? Ladies, how many times have you heard that from your friends, your family members, the people who are the besties in your life? Your besties. Your besties always want the best to happen for you. And they want it immediately. And if they can see a way to give you instant gratification, especially, you know, your best friends, your best loves, your best people in your life, they want instant gratification for you, especially when they believe in you. If they know you're not the type of person that just always whines, bitches, complains all the time, they know that you're the type that is a giving person, that is patient, that is, altruistic and nice and kind and all of that, all of those very, very attractive things about you. They don't want nobody messing around with you. They don't want nobody messing you over. What they say, I don't play about my people. Well, your people might not play about you. Your besties in your life and in your world, they might not play about you. So somebody put a scratch on you, somebody lay hands on you, somebody gets into a scuffle with you, somebody hurts your feelings, and they ready to strike. And they're not just ready to strike, but they ready to eliminate. And it can make building a relationship hard. Because when you get into a relationship and you first start building a relationship, getting with somebody is a little tough. I mean, I'm sorry. Getting with somebody may be the easiest part of the relationship. Building a life with somebody, building a love. How you how you do love? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, okay, we're getting close. Building a love with somebody, that's a heart, right? It's supposed to be. Building a love with somebody takes time. It takes being on the same page with a person. It takes being patient with a person. It takes getting to know a person and taking time to get to know a person. And it takes accepting a person's flaws and their quirky ways and their little innuendos and their little things that may actually get on your nerves. It takes being able to see the big picture instead of concentrating on the small details the whole way. Because no love is perfect. It may be the greatest thing for you, but it may not be perfect. It's really hard to get a perfect love. You may say, well, this is perfect for me, and that may be true. But even with it being perfect for you, you will recognize the imperfections in it. They may not be good. Those imperfections may not be bad enough for you to want to make a change or for you to want to start over or for you to throw what you have away. But other people who care about you, they might see it differently. Like, the last guy you was with, the last girl you was with, they treated you like this. They gave you this. They wanted this for you. Blah, 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 blah. This person ain't stepping up. This person ain't doing this. This person ain't doing that. We don't even see this person. It could be tough. It could be tough on you because you don't want the person that you love to be looking bad in front of your peoples. And especially if it's if it's all your fault. You've been talking bad about your love. You've been expressing your discontent about your love, and your parents remember all of the bad stuff that you told them. Yeah, I mean, you ever meet somebody, people, or are around somebody's people for the first time, and they be like, "Oh, I've heard a lot about you," and you trying to figure out, wait a minute, was that a good? Oh, I've heard so much about you. Oh, I couldn't wait to meet you. Or was it oh yeah, you got some shit about you. You got some shit with you. Was it that? Was it that I've heard so much about you? You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. What you and you might be nervous about meeting your peoples and all that stuff. And now you just got snuffed from the side. Like, what you mean you heard so much about, like, what? What'd he tell you? What'd he tell you? Or what she been saying? Now, men know that if your woman really loves you, she dotes over you. She done told everybody you was Superman. She done told everybody, oh my God, he the greatest thing that's on earth. Yo, he makes life living and what it's worth. And I can't imagine my life without him. He makes me feel like I got high stem. And I can't imagine being without my baby and my boo. He makes me feel true. And I'll be like, ooh, not just in bed, but I'll be listening and hanging on every word he said. And I wish I was dead if he gotta go. But that's my nigga. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm just kidding. But really, but you can be it when you know that you and your woman or you and your man have been having issues, and you know that the one that you're with has a tendency to start mouthing off and complaining when things don't go their way. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, oh my God, that's my baby and all that. But I know she been talking shit. I know she been talking shit about me, and I know that they probably know. They probably know I plucked her in the forehead the other night. Now they probably looking. She probably her brothers might jump me from the bushes. Oh no! Don't they know that's not no domestic violence? What man ever went to jail for plucking his woman in the head? That should be calming her down. She'd be laughing. Like, baby, shut up. Bing. Just kidding. But anyway. 9 times out of 10, your relationship is set up the way you want it to be set up. So when we talk about happy in your relationship, just not all the way happy all the time, we're talking about the struggle to find love, the struggle to build love, the struggle to be in love and cement what you have together. That's the hard part. That's the difficult part. That's the uphill battle. But it might be a battle in a war worth fighting and waging. That might be what it is. Hopefully, that's exactly what it is. Like, this love is worth it. This woman is worth it. This man is worth it. This situation is worth it. My whole life is worth it. My heart right now is worth it. My love right now is worth it. Everything in my days make me feel good. I'll be blind like I'm in the haze, and I'm crazy about my baby. And nobody better not say nothing. And even if I say something bad about my boo, well, yo, don't think that I'm fronting and I don't want to hear nothing that's coming out your mouth. I can talk about my baby, but you can't do it, no doubt. And if you start trying to join in, I ain't going to talk to you about nothing about him again. And you can just wonder why me and him are together go under. It's me and my girl, me and my lady, me and my wife, me and my world. Well, it can seem that way sometimes. Happy in your relationship, just not all the way happy all the time. Happy in your relationship, just not all the way happy all the time. It sounds like life. It sounds like life. You might like your job, you might like your career, you might like what you do. But you might not like your salary. You got a way to go. Maybe you need to go back to school, work at a different company, seize new opportunities, learn more about your field. Get yourself to the point, find out what your options are. But that's with a job. That's with a career. When you're talking about a one-on-one situation, you're talking about, you may potentially be talking about somebody that you want to build a life with, that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and that you want to build a family with. Somebody that you might want to have children with later on, maybe even soon. You know what I mean? I mean, my heart can't pump for you for somebody else. Yours pumps the way that it does. And sometimes you be all in like Paul in. All in like Paul in, baby. All in like Paul in. What up, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your site. And Stacy White, what's going on? Thanks for coming on through. Good to see you. And Emily Dunlap is in the house, and bow, she about to turn it out. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. Good to see me some of y'all tonight. What's going on, y'all? So y'all understand what we talk about? Happy in your relationship, just not all the way happy all the time. Let's see, T. Carey Wright says, or when they say this is Omar. Oh, okay. Like, oh yeah. It sounds very I don't know. It sounds very indicting to me. Like, oh my God, what you done said? What you done told him? Emily says Omar be peeking in my window. LOL. I say that because I can relate to most of his shows. We gonna have to start. G gonna have to start paying him. Well, as long as you ain't say he gonna have to start. Yeah. You said G. 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 No, I can't fix it now. You said G. You said G. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. And it doesn't make it any easier with the influence of social media, the influence of the news, the influence of outside sources. Most of y'all probably know that whole thing about the love language type of thing. What's your love language? You guys have to learn each other's love languages. Like my love language is acts of service. My love language is, what are the other ones? Acts of service, niggas, food, gifts, something about giving gifts, endless blowjob. I don't know. Anyway, they be talking about that love language thing, and a lot of people are really into that. And I don't have no problem with the whole love language thing. You know, I don't really subscribe to it. But the reason that I don't subscribe to the whole love language thing is that I don't have a problem with finding out what your lover likes. What I have a problem with is the whole love language thing and people who talk about the love language thing making it seem like you always have to be on in love. Like you always have to be on. And this it's just not true. You're not always on. You're not always active in your love. Sometimes you're chilling. Sometimes you're just in love that day. That's it. You ain't doing nothing active to prove yourself, confirm yourself, affirm yourself. And although those things may not be telling you that you have to do those things all the time or that you have to be on all the time, the perception makes it seem like, yeah, I gotta be on all the time in order to show my love, in order to express my love, or my baby won't be happy. Or, or, or if they're not doing this for me, then they must not care. Or if they're not doing this for me that day, they must not care for me that day. They must be caring for somebody else. It can be like some things need an explanation. But let me just let y'all know. I'm gonna put this in the comments. You don't always have to be on in love. You don't always have to be on in love. You can have days off. You can have days where you're just coasting. You can have days where the both of you are just happy being with either of you. Or not upset because y'all not physically together. You don't always have to be on. Don't let these social media cats and all of these people who don't know you from a can of paint or don't care about you from anybody else tell you everything that you have to do in order to make your woman happy or make your man happy or even make yourself happy. Like, damn, you don't even know how to make yourself happy. You need help from somebody else. You need somebody else to tell you how to make yourself happy. Like, you're unsure. All you know is that you ain't happy most of the time. Well, that sounds like some work that you need to do for yourself. You need some self-discovery. But you can't always put it on somebody else. So, you know, when we talk about being happy in a relationship, just not all the way happy all the time, that sounds like the law of averages. It sounds like it's okay. You know, take the game of baseball. The game of baseball is a game of failures. There are 181 games. Or is it 182? Or is it 162? The damn season is long. Is it 162 games? How many games is it? God damn it. All right, let's see. How can I forget this? Like, I don't watch baseball. All right, here we go. Let me see. How many games of baseball are played in a regular season? 162 games.
According to Baseball Bible, the 162.
I ain't asked you all that. 162 games. That's almost half a year. That's close to half a year. So, you know, you have so many chances to be a winner and to not be a loser, but you can come back. You know, you can lose 10 games in a row and then come back and win another 10 games or maybe 12 or 15. Like, you have a lot of chances. And all of those chances are based on 3 hits or should I say, 3 chances to hit a ball. 1, 2, 3, you're out. But it's a good example. It's a good example for your own life. Like, I have time to go ahead and write this shit, get it together. The Philly season last year was spectacular. It was something to behold because they were dead in the water. The first half of the season, they were dead in the water. They were going nowhere. They were in Nowheresville. And they came back and had a chance to win the World Series. They were in the World Series, looking like they were going to take it. Up 2-1. They may not have won the championship, but their ride chronicles how it can seem like you're down and out. It can seem like you're out for the count. It can seem like, everybody else is going to move on without you. So they had a lot of days, a lot of time periods during their season where they were just being, but you couldn't count them out until the end. But they got a lot farther than a lot of people would have ever thought. Certainly farther than I ever thought. Most people in Philly. Now, anybody in Philly that told you in the beginning of the Philly season that they was going to the World Series, they lying. Come on now. There was nothing there showing that. Now, the Eagles a little different because they look good from day one. But were you saying Super Bowl the first year? I mean, the first game? They got on that winning streak. So you can get on a winning streak with your love. But once you start telling other people about what's going on with you, you can put yourself in a precarious position where you find yourself having to explain away what's going on in your love life and having to protect your lover when they haven't even done anything wrong. But because you ran your mouth before, now you have to protect them from current attacks. You know what I mean? Having to validate your love for somebody against other people that you love too. It's lovers against lovers now. What we doing? If y'all would like to call into the show and express y'all feelings about this topic, I invite y'all to call in. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on it, do the damn, do the damn thing. Daily Go Get It Business Show all up in your area. So, happy in your relationship, just not all the way happy all the time. And now I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that you can't tell your mama or your daddy or your sisters or your brothers or your aunties or your uncles or your cousins or your friends anything about your relationship, because that's an easy fix. Don't tell nobody what's going on in your relationship. Yeah, that sounds good. Yes. But when it really all comes down to it, that is Monday morning quarterback type of behavior. It's Monday morning quarterback types of behavior. You should be able to express what you like and what you don't like. Express what concerns you and what makes you feel good. You should be able to express that. But you should also make sure that you give an explanation about what's going on and a perspective that won't make it look so one-sided. You can't always make yourself look good like you're the one who's trying. You're the only one who's trying, and nobody else is trying along with you. Nobody gives a shit about you except for you. Nobody can be you but you. Shout out to my man Steve Arrington. Nobody can be you but you. It's Throwback Thursday, right? You make me weak at the knees. You know it. Do you hear what I say? I make you weak at the knees, baby. That was my shit. The beat. Come on, you can't front on that beat weak in the knees, man. I wish I could play it. I do. I wish I could play it. You know? You know that I'm your man. You know that I'm your man. I make you weak at the knees. Yeah. Do you hear what I say? I make you weak at the knees, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you might feel that way sometimes. You might feel like you're the one making somebody weak at the knees, or you might feel like somebody is making you weak at the knees. Ugh, I can barely stand. I had to fall into your arms, baby. But it feels so good here. But yeah, you know, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you can't tell your peoples what's going on in your life. Whether you're in danger or whether you are in unfamiliar ecstasy. I'm in unfamiliar ecstasy waters here. Sort of like the first time you ever swam in the Gulf of Mexico. Have you ever swam in the Gulf of Mexico? Any of y'all ever been down there to Alabama, Louisiana, Florida? If you've ever been down to the Gulf, you see that the water is green. It's like the prettiest green. Like that water is green. They call it the Emerald Coast. You're like, yo, this water is beautiful. There you go, Nars. I've been to Pensacola Beach. It don't get no greener than that. That water green, baby. It's beautiful. White sandy beaches, green water. Like, why is the water green? And it's they call it the Emerald Coast because it's a pretty light green, almost teal. It looks crazy. Don't worry. It tastes just as salty and nasty and fishy, just as much as any other ocean, but it looks great. But it's warm too. The water is warm. You know what I mean? It's almost like taking a bath. Really. So, you know, you get down there, it's like, yo, we got paradise in the United States, and you do. You know? Like, yo, I'm from South Alabama, and when we not stringing niggas up and burning crosses on their front lawn and dragging them out of the house to beat them and start a civil war, you know what I mean? We be down here at the we be down here, you know, down the Emerald Coast, you know what I mean? You know, digging our toes in the sand, you know what I'm saying? Sipping on margaritas and chilling. When we ain't putting white sheets on our heads, covering our faces while we do all kinds of racial crimes and atrocities, we come down here and we enjoy our time down here on the Emerald Coast. I make you weak at the knees, baby. I give you money, honey, if that's what you need. Everybody, look up Steve Arrington after the show. Matter of fact, look it up during the show. Play that shit. That's gonna be our theme song for the night. TK right says, what if the person doesn't make you feel weak in the knees? Rats. Well, if they don't make you feel weak in the knees, I hope they make you feel strong in your stance. But I'm talking about when they make you feel weak in the knees, baby. Make you weak in the knees. Yeah, if they don't make you feel weak in the knees, then you're not talking about the kind of love that I'm talking about defending. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have a chance. It definitely doesn't mean that you should abandon the way that you feel. It just may mean that you have some work to do. Hopefully, you're in a situation that makes you still believe in the situation. If you're not in a situation where you believe where you believe in the future that you have with somebody, then what do you really have? And what are we really talking about if that's the situation? This show is called Happy in Your Relationship, just not all the way happy all the time. In other words, you got your ups and downs, you got your peaks and valleys, you have the good days and your bad days. This is a thing called life. She can't right says, I'm not playing that song until I get that feeling. Shoo. Shoo. I'm gonna do that dance too. Bottom line is, you know, outside interferences can, well, I guess if it's helping you, I wouldn't call it outside interference. I would probably call it outside intervention. It's intervention when somebody is coming to help you, when somebody is coming to remedy a situation. It's probably more like outside interference when you are looking to try to stabilize your situation and other people are coming in telling you to do other things that would actually destabilize you even further. You want to be in a relationship that makes you feel stabilized. You want to get comfortable. You want to be able to put your feet up. You want to feel good. And of course, there are going to be days where things aren't all that great. And it's not always somebody else's fault. Sometimes we ain't in the mood to make nobody feel good. Sometimes we might not be in the mood for somebody else to make us feel good. You ever feel that way? You ever feel that way? Like, listen, I'm really kind of in a funk today. You might not want to say it because it sounds weak. It sounds corny. And it sounds like you're blaming somebody for something that they didn't do. But you can't help the way you feel, and you might actually feel that way. So let's say you have a day where you really woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Your scales are not balanced today. You're not feeling so great. You ain't on your shit. You ain't on your joint. You ain't mad at nobody. But you might have an internal battle going on. You could be thinking about something that happened before. You could be worried about something that's coming up. You could have your cage rattled about something that happened earlier that day or something that you think is going to happen. You could have been waking up from a bad dream, baby. Today ain't your day. Well, sometimes you might have to warn somebody that today is not your day. And even though it might sound corny, it might sound like you're hiding what's really going on with you. It's not a bad thing to tell somebody, listen, I don't know what's going on with me today, but I'm not really in a good mood. It doesn't have anything to do with anything that you did or anything with you personally. It has everything to do with me, but I don't know. I'm messed up today. So I might need some time to be alone, just kind of process my thoughts, get myself together, whatever. But I don't want to make it seem like there's anything that you have done to cause it, and I don't really think there's anything you can do to fix it. I just need to go through this for a minute. So let me get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Please be patient with me. And I call you back, I get with you, whatever the case may be. If you're in a relationship where the two of you can trust each other, at least you're not going to leave them thinking like, oh, she must be making that excuse so she can go chill with her other nigga. The other nigga that I've been suspecting that she's been messing with. Or if you're a man, more than likely your girl always think you messing with somebody. Yeah. But that's communication. And the same way that you might have to do that with your one-on-one, you might have to put your peoples onto that too. Like, listen, my girl is good peoples. She really is. Now, she might not be perfect to y'all, but she feels like a Lego fit for me. She feels like a Lego fit, and you know nothing clicks like a Lego. Fits perfectly. A Lego. We good. We good. Shoot. And even though Legos fit perfectly, they're perfectly aligned with each other, they don't always look the greatest. You can make an ugly Lego structure. You might not know how to make a Lego structure. You know, you might not know how to build something with the Legos. But nonetheless, the Legos go together. They fit. And if you can get your vision right or be trained to be able to build something, you can put those building blocks together and have something really great. But for the time being, it may not look as great as you want it to look, or the way that other people think that it should look. At least the pieces are fixing. There's nothing wrong with telling your people that this person is the right person for me. I know that they are, because I can feel it. And I would appreciate it if y'all would respect that. Even if I have complaints or whatever, just know that she fits me, that I fit her. This is man and woman. Good man, good woman. This ain't perfect man, perfect woman. But we can, because both of us are good, we can put together something good. It makes it a little harder when other people know not just what you told them about your relationship, but you know how people know who you go with or who you're married to or whatever. So I'm like, I know what kind of person he is. I know what kind of person she is, and whatever. You know, they might know that your partner is a little manipulative. They might know that your lover is a little bit selfish. They might know things about your peoples, about your love. Well, you can't make them unknow what they know, and you can't make them forget what you told them. So you just want to have to work on it next time, or as y'all go along. Stacey White says, "I do not tell anybody my business." I could dig it. She also says, "The one thing that I miss about my mother, she never controlled my relationship." I hear you. And you know, truth be told, not everybody can say that. There are people whose parents might get a little too involved. And if you're dealing with somebody who really resents that, it can cause trouble. And you can be caught right there in the middle. You know, you don't want to reject your parents or your peoples, and you also don't want to reject your woman or your man. So in my mind, that's telling me that you know what you need to do. There are times when you need to keep your mouth shut, and there may be times when you need to pad the things that you say when you speak, not to give a one-sided impression of what's going on. Now, somebody that slapped you up, punched you in the eye, knocked you down, banged up and bruised you, or threatened you, or made you feel like you're in an unsafe situation. No, you got to call in. You got to call in the cavalry. Not necessarily to have them beat up, but you listen. You have to escape to safety, and that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not going to sit here and defend any situation where somebody is physically or emotionally or mentally abusive. We're not doing that. We're talking about equal or fair accountability. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm not so right. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're not so right. Sometimes I blame you, sometimes you blame me. Sometimes I'm worthy of the blame. Sometimes you're worthy of the blame. But all the time, we find a way to work this thing out. Me and you, we will work it out. You know how people be like, yo, and I don't know. I think they got this shit from TV, but I guess it's not a bad thing. Never go to bed mad at each other. Man, listen, I know it sounds good. It's very cliche. And it sounds good. We never go to bed mad at each other. Well, some of y'all gonna be up for days and weeks. Okay, you said never go to bed mad at each other. Well, both of y'all need to be sleeping on the couch. It ain't the bed. You said bed. Never go to bed mad at each other. Never go to bed. You ain't say we couldn't sleep. I'm rocking out in this lazy boy. You rock out on that ottoman. We ain't going upstairs to that bedroom because I'm mad at you. You mad at me. We mad at we. It's not always realistic. And honestly, I never heard of that shit before, TV. I think I heard that shit. Who said it? The Jeffersons or somebody? Never go to bed mad at somebody. Never go to bed mad. If y'all are married or living with each other, whatever. I ain't gonna front. I'd rather go to bed mad at you than to stay up all day mad at you. I might need to sleep it off. That might be the reason why we mad in the first place. We ain't getting enough rest. Nigga tag. No, never go to bed mad. Pledge never to go to bed mad at each other. Man, me and my girl was up for 3 weeks. God damn. Eyes bloodshot. Had to call out for work. No doze. Vibrant. Shit. I made up with her or accepted the apology just to get to bed. Tired. Been sleeping on that damn day bed downstairs. I'm tired of sleeping in the guest room. I'm tired of being on the couch. I fell asleep at the kitchen table. I'm still mad at you, ho. Motherfucker. Shit. You know that shit you did was wrong. That shit was. This shit. Ugh. Oh, selfish ass John. I want it. Shit, it's my bedroom. I paid for the bed. Just don't go to bed mad at each other. Shit. Who thought of this bullshit? All right, dang. God damn. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me see. It says your mom's in my business. Emily says, Norris, that's my sister. That's my problem now. His mom in our business or his business, which interferes with us. Stacy says, when you're physically and emotionally abusive, that's not love. Well, I don't know if it's not love. It's not acceptable. I'm not going to say that it's not love. Love is expressed in a lot of different ways, but it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable behavior, love or not. Nara says, Emily, sounds like ultimatum time. Either it's me or the umbilical cord. Ooh. Stacey White says, you just gave a new revelation. That's good. That's a good way of looking at that scripture. Scripture? There's scripture in this? Barbara Hill Cisse, Bobby Cisse is all up in the house. What's going on, Ma? And she says, agree. It's not acceptable behavior and it's not healthy, but it could still be love. Yeah, I mean, love comes in a lot of different forms. It does. It comes in a lot of different forms. No, hold on. You wrong. You know you was wrong. You know you wrong. And I'm gonna catch a quick nap and get up and be mad at you some more. But don't try to sneak your ass up to that bedroom because we mad at each other. And this is only day 21. Damn, my fucking back. Being mad at somebody really isn't healthy. That ain't healthy, man. That ain't healthy, man. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, happy in your relationship, just not happy all the way, all the time. Shoot. In most situations, we ain't all the way happy all the time, but there can be pressures. There can be pressures by your loved ones to try to score a point that may not be there. There are plenty of fish in the sea. What one man or one woman won't do, another man or another woman will do. Sometimes your loved ones are the ones who plant this kind of shit in your head. Just drop everything. They're not paying attention to the fact that you ain't been trying to run away. Have they noticed that shit? Sometimes it can be confusing about exactly who wants to be happy here. Maybe I'm just happy when I'm complaining. But you ain't seen me run away from my girl. You ain't seen her try to run away from her man. They just bitching a little bit. Maybe a lot. But shoot. The same people who complain a lot about their relationships, they the type that complain about every other thing anyway. You ever notice that? It ain't never just their love life that they complaining about. Ain't nothing ever right. Ain't nothing ever right. My job, they be shitting on me. They be shitting on me. They be shitting on me. No bonuses, no raises. It's the beginning of the year. It's got to be better in 2023. I'm going to wear the motherfucker up if you keep playing with me. I got to have something this year, see? And it's real. I'm not taking no pills, sniffing no coke. This ain't no joke. I can't get high. Can't make it go away. Can't smoke it away. Can't get another better day. If you don't do me right tonight, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to put up my deuce. You better put up yours because there's a fight. And it's coming your way, baby. Everybody got their pressures on me, telling me to leave you alone. But it's not like that. I want to stick in there with you and make our house a home. And I'm going to make sure it happens. But right now I'm bitching and snapping and all that capping. And I'm telling lies. Sometimes I tell the truth. Sometimes I blame myself. Sometimes I be, Sometimes your people just want you to stop seeming like you're so unhappy. But they don't want you to just pretend that you're not unhappy. They want you to actually be happy. But they kind of have to or need to take notice that you haven't exactly tried to get away. You ain't running. Who had brothers and sisters who used to fight when y'all was little? You know, brothers and sisters that used to fight when they was little, a lot of times became the closest siblings when they grew up. Fighting like cats and dogs. You know, such and such hit me. You know, such and such always be messing with me. They be picking on me. You know, they doing this kind of stuff, blah, 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 blah. And they be the ones that be the closest when they grow up. Now, if I'm lying, tell me. Me and Dita used to fight all the time. She used to stay picking on my ass. She used to stay bullying me all the fucking time. All the time. From the time, I would say from birth up until around maybe age 9 or 10, when she saw I wasn't having it no more. Like, all right, we're going to rumble. After I started getting a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger, and she saw the fight start to come in me instead of, you know, stop. Why you always... Yeah. After that, our bond grew stronger and stronger and closer and closer. Real shit. But age 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, pop. You know what I mean? Pussy, you a little punk. She ain't cursed at me. A little punk. Stop acting like a little sissy. Maybe she was toughening me up. Maybe she was just being a bully. Whatever the case may be, my parents wasn't getting me out of it, and I didn't want her to get in trouble all the time. So I wouldn't tell on her all the time. But at the same time, even with all of the bullying and all that crazy stuff, we still did everything together. Movies, put on shows together, practice dance steps together, sang together. You know what I mean? Whatever. Went shopping and all that old stuff. We was brother and sister. We was really all we really had. Kinda. She was older than us, you know. So she wasn't that much older than Dita, but 8 years older than me. So she was getting out of the way. Plus, she was the oldest. So it might be that way sometimes in a relationship. Y'all kind of fight like cats and dogs, but it doesn't necessarily mean that y'all want to be apart. It's just that y'all don't know how to be together without fighting. Y'all don't know how to be together without picking on each other. Y'all don't know how to be together without arguing all the time and bickering at each other and complaining about each other and teasing each other and insulting each other. You don't know how to be anything better than dysfunctional. But your dysfunction is your function, and you're not alone in that. There are a lot of people who are way more functional in their dysfunction than they are in their function. It is what it is. I ain't saying that is right, but it might not, and it might not be right, but it might be for you. And your peoples need to understand what you're working with. I don't want to be happy. I want to be with Donnie. Barbara Hill Cisse says, "Oh, you're a wizard, getting to the meat of what the issue is and helping people unpack to avoid what they may later regret." Hey man, yeah, shit. Stacey White says, "I used to mess with my cousin like that. He's the oldest." People want different things. And what they say, there's a lid for every pot. Well, sometimes those sometimes the lid covers, but it's not the right. It's not the designed. Listen, you know how you get those 16-piece pot sets? You know what I mean? So each lid is designed for that pot. It doesn't mean that another lid won't cover that pot. So if you're the type of person that says no, this lid is exclusively for this pot, why do you have a lid from another pot set, pan set, cookware set on that pot? It looks crazy. Well, it's stopping the steam from going. It's covering the pot, and it's covering the pot the right way. Yeah, but it's not the right one. It's covering it. We can't always be anal for somebody else. Your anal, their oral. Y'all haven't sat down and agreed on that, and it's causing a communication problem. The pot is covered. Yeah, but this ain't a Farberware. This ain't a Farberware cover. This ain't a Farberware top. It's not even, look, that top not even stainless steel. You make it look crazy. The food cooking, it's almost ready. You eating? Man. Shoot, that's the shit that be getting on my nerves. That's the shit that be getting on my fucking nerves. You know, like I know. All right, listen, I know it might sound petty and all that, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like this, it's not uniform, and that shit be spilling over into other areas of our life and our relationship. You know, the right shit don't be going with the right things and whatever. Yo, the food almost ready. We having oxtails tonight. You eating? Where you get oxtails from? Because they got them at $5.99 at $5.99 a pound at Cousins. Don't tell me you bought no $9.99 oxtails from no ShopRite. The food almost ready.
90 seconds.
Are you eating or not? Let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's do these birthday shout outs, baby. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 19th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Way down inside. Actually, in 2006, January 19th, somewhere between 2:30 p.m. and 2:45 p.m., a star was born. A moon was born. Moon 752, my daughter, Ayanna McIntyre. Ayanna Alexandria McIntyre was born. And she's 17 years old today. This shit seems
10
crazy.
seconds.
Seems crazy, son. 17? What we doing? What we doing out here? But she turned 17 years old today. I love her to death. I'm so proud of her. And she's doing a damn thing. So happy birthday to you, baby. I don't think you watch the show, but nonetheless, you get that shout out because you get that love. Happy birthday to you. Also, Shanika Jones turning 41 years old today. And Lovely Price turning 33 years old today, and Camille Richardson turning 56 years old today, and Keita Ward turning 48 years old today, and Danny Morgan turning 46 years old today, and Maurice Deuce Sr. turning 44 years old today, and Valise Cummings turning 39 years old today, and Casa Sconiers turning 53 years old today, and Kanika Cook, happy birthday to you, and my girl Janelle Natson turning 45 years old today. And last but not least, my brother Damian Everly. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 19th. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all, go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, Emily, the reason that the show is stopping now is because it started on time. Where was you? Remember, man, listen, like we were saying, there's a lid for every pot. Sometimes you're going to be happy. Sometimes you're going to be regular in a relationship. Let's go back to what I wrote earlier in the chat. It's okay. You don't always have to be on in love. You don't always have to be on in love. You don't have to be super active all the time. Like if I'm not showing love 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 12 months, 52 weeks. It means that I'm being lazy. No, you're not. You don't always have to be on. It's okay to just, you know what I mean, coast in your love sometimes. It's okay. But make sure that your people understand that you are with the person that you want to be with. That's important. Now, if you're the type of person that's always acting like you really want to be somewhere else other than where you are, or like you're being mistreated where you are, when the truth of the matter is you're being treated pretty well, you just have your eye on somebody else, then that's on you. That ain't on them. And can't nobody else fix that. You're going to have to decide which move that you want to make. So are we talking about a situation where you're happy in your relationship, or aren't we? Because that's what it really all boils down to. You're either happy in your relationship or you're not. When we say the just not all the way, all the time, that's understandable. That's called life. Life. I want y'all all to have a great night. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see y'all here. So Blog Talk. Now, last night, Blog Talk wouldn't let me turn them off. Let me see if they let me turn them off tonight. Blog Talk, we going to get you out of here. Yeah. It's acting funny, son. Yeah, it's acting funny. Yeah, come on. Stop playing. I don't know. And for my YouTuber, it always wait till I start. Okay, and for my YouTubers, you know just how we do. But thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers.